and it has a useful life of 4 years. The cost of capital is 10%, and the following are the cash flows, okay, forecasted below. Forecasted below, all right? So, at the end of year 1, all right, we expect to receive 25,000. At the end of year 2, we expect to receive 30. At the end of year 3, we expect to receive 40, all right? At the end of year 4, was expected to receive 15,000, all right? So the cost of capital is 10%, which means basically if we have to borrow, okay, this 90,000 to get this equipment, we're going to be paying an interest rate of 10%, all right? So remember, the cost of capital is just the same as the interest rate, all right? Because remember, whenever a company wants to borrow money, when a company wants to buy new things in terms of equipment, right? They have to borrow money, all right? Or they can sell their shares. But if they borrow money, there's an interest rate attached to that. So basically, with the net present value, okay, we have to use the net present value to evaluate this investment. So let's forget about that. Use the net present value to evaluate the investment. So with the net present value, we're going to discount all these future cash flows, all right? We're going to discount all of them and make them into present values, okay? So that we can see if we're going to receive more money than we put in, or if we're going to receive less money than we put in. And remember, if the net present value is positive, we accept. The net present value is negative, we reject. All right, so the first thing is we're going to make a table. The scrap value just means after the end of year 4, right, this equipment will be worth 5,000. Okay, right, so we're going to insert our table. And so we're going to say year, and then we're going to say cash flow. Okay, then we're going to have our discounting factors at 10%, which is the cost of capital. Discount factors at 10%. All right. And remember, discounting is just a way of converting future values to present values. Okay. So here, present values. Okay. So year 0, which is the first day of year 1, or so this is we're going to be buying the equipment. All right. So we're going to spend 90,000. So we'll say we'll make it negative because this is showing that money is coming out of our pocket. All right. So year 0, we're going to pay the same 90,000. Okay. At the end of year 1, we expect 25,000. Okay. End of year 2, 30,000. End of year 3, 40,000. End of year 4, 15,000. Okay. And then we have our scrap value. Is 5,000, right? 5,000. So to discount our cash flows, we're going to be using the formula 1 plus R the power, that's the small letter R, to the power negative T. Alright, the power negative T. Alright, the T just represents the time. Okay. So If we go to our tables on our discount factors at 10%, you see year 0 it's always 1, right? Year 2, year 1 it's going to be 0.909, year 2 0.826, number 0.751, and then we've got year 4 0.683. Okay, even for the scrap value, we're going to use the 0.683. Okay, right. So if you do not have the tables, again, you can just say 1 plus 0.1. Okay, because that's the rate, 10%. You get 1.1. Then you're going to start in year 0. You have 1.1 to the power negative 0. You get 1. 1.1 to the power negative 1. You get 0.909. 1.1 to the power negative 2, you get 0.826, and so on. All right, so now let's find our present values, because as I said, we could have easily calculated our total here to see if we get a surplus and a surplus or a deficit, but we would have been ignoring our interest rate, okay, the cost of capital, right? So now let's multiply our cash flows times the discount factor, so we can get our present values, right? So say negative 90,000 times 1, that's negative 90,000, okay? And we're going to say 25,000 times 0.909, and say 25,000 times 0.909, we get 22,725. Okay. Now we're going to say 30,000 times 0.826, we get 24,780. 24,780. We say 40,000 times 0.751, we get 30,040. 30,040. And 15,000 times 0.683, we get 10,025. 10,025. 10,245. Finally, we say 5,000 times 0.683. Get 3,415. And then we're going to total up to get our net present value. So we'll say negative 90,000 plus 22,725 plus 24,780 plus 30,040 plus 10,245 plus 3,115. All right. So we're going to get a surplus of 1,205. Okay. That's our total net present value. So if we invest in this machine, okay, we expect at the end of 4 years, okay, that we're going to get a surplus. All right, we're going to get more than we put in, okay? And since our net present value is positive, okay, it's positive, since it's greater than 0, we accept, okay, we accept. So as the financial advisor, you would tell the company that buy this equipment, okay? Even though it means you have to borrow money, okay? Just buy the equipment and you can expect to get more than you invested.